Hey everyone, this is Sharon and Jamie from Sharon at Sea.
What's going on?
And today is day 9 of our pre-cruise countdown.
Was that a niner I heard in there?
It was.
It's a niner.
And we are going to tell you everything that we are going to be doing today to get ready as far as with our documents, making sure, confirming everything, and just making sure we have everything in order.
Today is a day of verification.
That's right.
All right, so when it comes to documents and stuff like that, there's kind of 2 big days for us. Actually, tomorrow is going to be a day where we're going to go in and probably print out our final documents and things like that. And it's probably because we got to double check and make sure we got our all of our ink for the printer. Sharon's probably going to go out to the Office Max to make a little printer ink run.
Yeah, make sure you have ink in your printer.
That is correct. And then we'll be printing out our luggage tags and stuff like that. And yeah, we're kind of nerdy. We like to do it in color or whatever. So, but in the meantime, today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on verifying all of our reservations and all the things we have planned already and making sure we have all our paperwork in order. And right now we have one kind of big folder that we compile everything in as we book it. And now we're going to go through and kind of organize that, separate out all the real stuff that we need to bring versus all the mumbo jumbo and filler paperwork. And we're going to put it over into our fancy blue travel folder.
So this is a plastic folder. We always put this into travel or one like this. And it's always good to have some sort of folder. And I like plastic because then if it does get wet, you lay it somewhere and it gets a little damp or something, then
it won't mess up your paperwork inside.
It won't mess up your documents.
Good call, good call. All right, so the first thing we'll talk about is our flights.
Yeah, we gotta fly out of here. So let's talk about the first.
We did something where on this particular cruise we scheduled one flight there, one flight back, 2 different airlines.
Yeah, we're flying American Airlines to New Orleans and Southwest back, and that is because when we booked, that's where we got the lowest prices.
Where the best deals were.
So
sometimes you can get it all in one big round trip, or sometimes you go one way each way, and that works out a little bit better.
And we found on quite a few of our cruises, we end up booking them separately and on different airlines sometimes, just because that's just how it works. So we are flying in. I have our paperwork here. We're going to be flying into New Orleans on the night before, and we're not getting in until 10:19 at night. So
that's a lot of information. Do you think the people at home really need to worry about what time?
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, so we decided originally we were going to stay.
So at 10:20 we will have internet access again, and you can make contact with us.
We'll be live. No. Anyway, so we are going to be staying at a hotel close to the airport. Originally we were going to stay by the port, but once we made our air reservations and realized that it worked out best to come in late, we changed our hotel and we're just going to stay right by the airport, take the free airport shuttle, and that's okay, and get to our hotel, get a good night's sleep, get up and make the jaunt to the port in the morning. There
you go. So that's our plan. So speaking of hotels and stuff like that, when we get into New Orleans, we'll be staying right by the airport, like Sharon said.
And there wasn't a lot of options, but we decided to stay at La Quinta Inn and Suites. One reason is we've stayed there before and had good.
And we're Hilton folks, but in this case, because we're getting in late.
Any around there.
Well, I'll tell you what, there were some, but I wasn't about to pay $250, $285 to get in to a hotel like 11 and then leave at 7 in the morning. It just wasn't going to happen.
Another reason is La Quinta does offer breakfast in the morning, and we are big fans of booking hotels that offer the free breakfast in the morning.
Yes, we got to have the free breakfast in the morning. We don't want to have to worry about going any place, and we like to get up early and eat and then starve ourselves the rest of the morning until we finally get on the ship so we can gorge that.
Yeah. So, and we don't want to have to stop anywhere and eat on the way. We just don't like to worry about that. So.
Yeah, we'll stop for bottles of wine, but not for food.
We won't be stopping for
We got our priorities straight. And then and we also have a reservation for when we get done the post cruise, which is we're going to get off the ship and actually be staying at the Hampton Inn in New Orleans in the French Quarter, and we're going to spend a night there and then fly home the next day. And that all had to do with making flight arrangements that were the cheapest and everything like that. So instead of flying home the day the cruise gets done, we're gonna have a little more fun in New Orleans.
Yeah, we are.
And we can share that stuff with you guys, and then we will be flying home the next day, as a matter of
I was
fact.
just looking to see what time we're flying home. Do we have to get up early? I can't even remember.
No, we got like a mid-late afternoon
We
flight.
don't fly
so.
home till 6:15 p.m.
Yes.
So we have the whole day.
So we are good to go on that. So we got our flight stuff and we got our hotel stuff. Now let's talk about what else we have.
Okay. Next, we're going to go through all of our excursion plans, make sure we have everything in order, our confirmations for our excursions, if we're planning on taking a taxi anywhere in a port, make sure we know where to pick up the taxi, how much it's going to cost, all that good stuff. So first, we're going to be in Mahogany Bay, which is Roatan, and
Isla Roatan in Honduras.
Yes. So we are going to be taking a tour with Real Deal Roatan Tours, which we are really excited about. This will be our second tour with Johan, and we're excited for that. So he's going to show us the whole other side of the island that we haven't seen. So I'm really excited about that.
Yes, and we got in touch with him. He sent us our confirmation, so we know where to go. And actually, he's super cool. Sometimes when you go on these excursions, you actually have to exit the port area if you're not on a cruise line excursion to meet up with your tour guide or to find the taxis that Sharon mentioned. And with this guy, we know the area, so we're familiar, but he even sends out a little map on where to go to meet him and his team, or in this case, we're actually going with Johan, who runs the company, so that's pretty cool. We're really excited to see him again after a great time we had with him on our last cruise.
Right, so so I would highly suggest Real Deal Roatan Tours if you are ever going
Shameless
to
plug for Real Deal Roatan Tours.
Anyway, so that is our first excursion, and everything is confirmed. Next, we had made a reservation at
the Tropicante
in Costa Maya.
Yes, we've been there before. It's not the biggest Caribbean destination type of deal, so we want to go there for the day and just kind of hang out on the beach a little and have some food and drinks and just relax. And after researching and looking it up, we found this kind of a beach club spot, and it's run by someone who I guess moved there from the U.S. And he's got a great gig going on. The Tropicante got lots of great reviews, so we reached out through email, confirmed a spot with him, and there I think we'll just be taking a taxi.
There, we'll be taking.
We'll get a taxi that'll take us right there. The taxis, wherever you go, they're very familiar with the area, so. It's not like you're going to stump them and tell them to go somewhere they're not familiar with already.
This is right on Mahawal Beach area, which is a very common place people go.
Yeah, pretty popular area.
Maya's popular. So we're going to be hanging out there for the day, getting some sun, having some drinks, and just relaxing.
Yeah, so in this case, this is a deal where you could contact him via Facebook. We actually sent him an email real quick. He got back to us within 24 hours, which is awesome, and lets us know he's pretty, he's on the ball. And so we got our spot verified, and we told them when we get into port and what we're looking to do, and we're all set up there.
And they reserve you chairs when you get there. They make sure there's chairs for you and everything. So
awesome.
Looking forward to that.
Heck yeah, eating and drinking in Costa Maya.
Now, our other stop is Belize. In Belize, we have nothing planned, and we don't plan to plan anything, I guess.
We plan on nothing. We plan on no plans.
On the ship that day. We have been to Belize a couple of times before. We've done a couple different things in Belize, and this time we just really have no desire to get off the ship in Belize, and we're just going to relax on the ship and enjoy a hopefully uncrowded ship.
And Belize is a tender port, so what happens is that the ship actually it anchors offshore. In this case, it's probably about 1.5 miles offshore.
It's about a 15-minute tender ride.
It's a long tender ride in this place.
It's a long ride.
But so the ship is basically just parked out in the ocean, and so it's really nice, tranquil, calm. Unlike some other ports where we've stayed on the ship, and sometimes ports can be commercialized and there's lots of noise and stuff. So we're excited just to relax out there and spend a day on the ship. So many people will be off the ship. It's kind of like we'll have the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, let's hope.
So that's pretty cool. We're hoping so. So that'll be Belize, and then the last spot is going to be
Cozumel. And we have we're not doing an excursion in Cozumel per se, but we have not totally decided what we're going to do in Cozumel.
We've decided we're going to wing it a little bit, but we're kind of we got a couple ideas of going to a few places.
We were thinking about going to Nachicacón, but I don't think we're going to go there now. We thought about Mr. Sancho's. We've been there before. Love it. But I don't know if we're going to go there this time with just the three of us. If we had friends and things going with us, it would be a little more fun there, I think.
I'm a big fan of
but I think we're gonna
Paradise Beach Club.
I know we've been to Paradise Beach Club a few times. I know we were there on our last cruise. We went to Cozumel and we vlogged there for you, gave you a full tour. But we're actually thinking about going back there again because we just love Paradise Beach Club. It's like one of our favorite places. It's like $3 to get in, and then you just have to spend $10 on food or drink there.
And that's easy to do.
Expensive. You have the whole pool, the whole beach there, and it's not, when you get there early, it's not crowded. And
so we'll keep you
really
updated.
Awesome.
I mean, hey, we still
that'll
got,
be a surprise. That might be a surprise for you.
We still got 9 days, so we're gonna be heading out of here. We're still finalizing some ideas there. There's one other place, and I don't remember the name, and it was kind of a beach bar kind of place off the beaten path that a few people had some great reviews about. But we're just thinking about with Matthew, traveling around with a 13-year-old, and where we go, we want to make sure it's someplace that he'll kind of have fun too. Yeah. That's why the beach club or the Paradise Beach Club is so fun for him.
And the pool as well, because he also he likes to get in the pool a lot too and swim around, and so it's just kind of keeps the whole family happy.
Yes, and the theme of this cruise really is relaxation.
It is. This is usually every cruise we take in October or the fall is kind of our relaxing cruise. Out of all of our cruises, we do a little less than normal. We just like to shut it down and relax.
Oh yeah, totally. And the last couple cruises we've traveled with friends and family, which is amazing and awesome, but a lot of effort goes into coordinating and planning and meeting up and making sure we're all doing something at the same time. So when it's just 3 of us, we just like to shut it down a little.
It's just going to be the 3 of us and all of you guys. We are going to just relax ourselves and vlog for you guys.
All right.
So that's what this cruise is.
So that's the game plan for the excursions. And the next thing we'll talk about a little bit are some of the things that we have gotten and arranged through Carnival directly. Not excursions, but a few other things. So we'll talk about that next.
And the last part of our evening here is talking a little bit about a few other things that we are going to be booking or purchasing through Carnival. And one is we had purchased, we have reservations at the steakhouse. We originally, we told you guys that we were confirmed for the chef's table, which we were. We, after kind of researching online of how the setup was on the chef's table, it just looked a little crowded. And
we bailed on the chef's table.
And
no other way to put it.
I know. So we decided we really want to do the chef's table, but we decided we are going to do it in January on the Horizon instead.
Yes.
And so we're already booked and confirmed on the Horizon. So
we blame the Horizon because we saw some photos and pictures of the setup of the chef table on the Horizon, which was amazing. A separate room adjacent to the kitchen. I mean, it looked fantastic. Yeah. And then when we saw some pictures of the Dream, it was kind of like a long table where some of the folks, their backs were up against what looked like a wall, and it looked like a little bit of a tight setup, and just not as great. So we decided, chef's table, Horizon, steakhouse.
Yeah, we've heard that the Dream has an awesome steakhouse, so we are going to go to the steakhouse, and I'm looking forward to that new dessert. I'm still talking about
my gosh.
Anyways.
You're going to overload yourself on that thing.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. So that's one thing. So we got our confirmation here for a steakhouse.
And
so that is awesome.
The next thing we're going to do right now is we are going to get online and we are going to purchase Matthew's Bubbles package. So he has his Coca-Cola.
Yes.
And we are going to purchase a bottle of alcohol for Jamie for the cabin.
Oh yes.
And we are going to purchase our Wi-Fi package.
And all that stuff we're going to do right through the Carnival website. Once you register on here, you put in your booking information. And then you just go in under your sailing, and you can get all that going. They have a section right here. If you were booking shore excursions, you can do that kind of stuff. The Cheers and Bottomless Bubbles, you sign up for it. You can pay for it right here. We like to pay for that stuff ahead of time so that as soon as Matthew goes to the bar to get a drink and shows their sailing sign, they know who he is. They'll put a sticker on his card, and that stuff's already set up as well. Unfortunately, no Cheers program for me this time. We're going to pay as we play. Stuff that if you want to do any spa salon services, you can do that stuff as well. Internet plans. You can sign up for the different internet plans and packages.
You do get a little bit of a discount if you sign up online prior to your cruise.
Yes, save a few bucks that way.
It's a small, I think, I don't know, is it 5% or?
Yeah, it's a couple bucks, but hey, every penny is another penny you can spend in the casino as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
So, anyway, we are going to get on right now, and we're not going to bore you as we're scrolling through and looking at alcohol choices, but we are going to purchase those things right now, and we are going to put them with our folder, add all of our stuff into this folder, and then tomorrow night when we come back, you will see this folder with all of our things in it, and we will be online doing our online check-in, printing our boarding passes out, and printing our luggage tags out, putting them in the cute little plastic folders.
Yes.
Putting everything in this folder, and basically,
yeah, we'll even have like our
we'll be ready.
passports and stuff in there for everything for traveling will be in one convenient place.
So we will be completely ready, all except for our luggage being packed. But,
yes.
But you know what? This is more important than luggage. If you don't have this stuff, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we will be all set with this, and then we will, I guess, bring you into all the packing and complete all the packing.
Oh yeah, there's still a lot to go. We've already shown you the table and some stuff that we bought, but it's going to get a little bit hot and heavy in there, that's for sure. All right, so until the next video, thanks for watching number 9 with us, or 9 days, I should say, before we leave for the cruise. You guys have a great day, and
happy cruising.
Happy cruising.